welcome to my video that's going to give predictions for episode 10, the season finale of American Horror Story Roanoke. Now guys, this is just my theory. I never say that I'm right, so chill with the hate. Thank you guys for bearing with me during this episode. I know we're back in the old set. I have some sick children, and shout out to my husband who is taking great care of them right now so I can make my video. Love you, babe. Let's move past two things very quickly before we jump into my predictions. Number one, Wednesday is a huge day for us, guys. It is our finale of American Horror Story Roanoke, and it's never happened this early before, so don't worry. I'm your support group. I'm going to be here for you. Beyond the Horror is Wednesday after American Horror Story finale. Remember, it's our live after show. We'll be doing that day fun live streams with the fans. We will also be doing stuff like that on Burnt Toast. There'll be videos and just some kind of fun things in the Freaks of AHS group on Facebook and all that stuff. So come join us, and then don't worry. Even though American Horror Story is going to be over, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here with your weekly Wednesday live stream. I'm going to ask you guys, the fans, one person a week to come join me on the live streams. We can talk about American Horror Story, and I will give you guys all the news and information that I have surrounding the cast, the theme, plots, actors, all that stuff. I will have everything for you guys. I think I said one of those descriptions twice, but who cares? I'm going to have it all for you guys. So you're going to have support, and we're all going to be here together. And secondly, fans, don't forget, we're going to have a special episode of Beyond the Horror this Friday coming up, because we will be announcing the winner of our fan contest. And finally, here is my theory, or my prediction, I should say, for the finale of American Horror Story Roanoke. Now, I wrote this down, so I wanted to make sure that I say this correctly. So, I'm going to read it from here, guys. I predict the show will focus entirely on the Lana Winter special. Lana will explain to the viewers, us, what happened to Lee after the police arrived at Roanoke. I predict Lee sued the network for what happened to her. After the blood moon, the tapes will be easily found. And the cameraman who filmed Lee as she was tortured by the Polks and returned to Roanoke was a cameraman from the network. He did not stop filming because Sydney specifically told the film crew to never stop filming, no matter what. By their own recording, Sydney said to the network execs the show would basically be fake scares to get ratings and get a confession from Lee. Therefore, when the cameraman found Lee being tortured by the Polks, he did not interfere and kept on taping. All of this evidence will back up Lee's claim that she was temporarily insane and basically not responsible for the murders. In fact, I think she's going to try to say that the network is responsible for the murders that she herself committed. The person filming Lee did not call the police or interfere to save her, so she did what she did in order to survive, and that included eating a freaking nasty pig's heart and giving her soul to scavenge, which can be backed up, her claim can be backed up by her tapes. Lee is going to play the victim. Lana will try to trick her with a question about Mason, but Lee is going to protest that she only confessed to prohibit Flora from coming to Roanoke to find her daddy's killer and suffer the same fate. Then, much like Sydney angered Agnes and kind of provoked the butcher out of her, one of Lana's questions will gently flip Lee's switch. Perhaps, like we'll get this glance from her, like when we did with Agnes, sort of like a warning. Then, Lana is going to push her harder. Perhaps she found out something about Emily, maybe to catch Lee off guard. Whatever the question is, the result is going to be the same. Lee will snap, and we're going to get some sort of a shocking ending to the season. So that's basically my theory, and my fun theory is that the family of the fans that were killed in episode 9, Sophie and the two boys, their families are going to sue Lee and the network for their loved one's death. And Lee is going to be found innocent while the network is going to be found liable. This will thrust Lee into a controversial spotlight, getting her an interview with Lana so she can tell her side of things now that everything is over. Lana will go after Lee like a dog that wants a bone, you know, during the interview. And it's going to force the old-time talk out of Lee, you know, the scathich, the sexy scathich talk out of Lee. And she's going to kill Lana and her crew. It will end, the show will end, with Lee spouting crazily into the camera, like blood's gonna be on the lens, smeared on the walls and the floors, and bodies of the dead are gonna be strewn along the ground, and thus giving us a bloody, shocking end to American Horror Story Roanoke. So that's just my prediction on it. It's, again, I never say that I'm right, guys. I just love to come up with these for yourself and mine. And I just want to say very quickly, guys, that I have heard the internet theory about the position of Lee in accordance to the jury and the plaintiff. So I just want to answer this very quickly, that I researched on that, and basically every judge is different. There's really no outright way of deciding exactly where a plaintiff and a defendant sit in the courtroom. And I seriously doubt that the show or Ryan Murphy actually went to such extreme lengths, such as ourselves, to, you know, think about it so much like this. The actual courtroom itself in the promos looked very meager. I mean, it doesn't even have a window, for goodness sakes. In the promo, though, it does appear as if Lee's family is behind her in the courtroom. But again, we just have no idea if she is the defendant or the plaintiff. So that's pretty much, you know, it for the video, guys. Oh, and I just want to say that it's basically confirmed that Shelby is hashtag not gonna rise. But that was still so fun to think about that in the first place, and you guys helped and contributed to it so much, so that was really great. So guys, that was it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your comments are below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much to every single one of you who has hung on during this whole fiasco of American Horror Story Roanoke and guessing the theme and the actors and what everything is. You guys are amazing, and it was so fun no matter what the finale is, no matter what happens. This has been the most amazing journey with every single one of you. So thank you again so much, and I love you all. Good night.